Understanding the law of buying. Understanding the law of buying. Okay. People buy into the leader before the vision. People will buy into the leader before the vision the leader is carrying. And character attracts followers. When a leader has a good character and a very wonderful disposition, dominion, it tends to bring people on board, whatever vision that man or woman has. So your character will attract your followers to you. It's good to be credible because your credibility will strengthen the leadership influence. A credible leader the credibility of the leader will strengthen the leadership influence that leader has in his sphere or jurisdiction. And trust increases team cooperation. When people trust their leader, then the trust they have will now make the team to cooperate with that leader properly. Why consistency builds long-term loyalty. A consistent leader will build a long-term loyalty. It's not today your people come, you're talking about A. Tomorrow they come, you're talking about B. Tomorrow they come talking about C. You get confused. And then, because you're not consistent, they will all drift away from you. Let's look at the foundation of buy-in. Trust is leadership currency. That is, trust is leadership currency. If there is no trust, the people will go away. So broken trust destroys momentum. You see something that is moving very well and very fast, and suddenly a broken trust, it will not destroy the momentum. It's just like in a church setting. Imagine a church setting. Suddenly the man of God or the GO of the church is said to be now having an affair with one of the choir girls in the church. What do you think will happen? Everybody will down tools and go away, right? So trust has been broken, or people put money in your trust and you break that trust. It is going to break the momentum of that family, of that business. So you need to ensure that your trust in leadership can never be mismanaged. So transparency strengthens your relationship. When you're transparent, tell people this is how it's going. This is how it's going. It's going to strengthen relationships. It's just like in a home where a wife is not transparent about her dealings with her husband. The husband is not transparent about his dealings with his wife or his family. You can imagine maybe a man, and then one day you visit your wife's station where she's working, maybe because of government work and all that, and she say, let me take you somewhere, and you get there, she has built you get into a mini estate, and she say, honey, surprise, this is our own place. Meanwhile, the husband is a building engineer. Hello, what do you think will happen to that marriage? Trust is broken. The woman is not transparent. So if she's showing him one, who knows how many other ones she has not shown him. Likewise, in the matter of the man, some men believe that, let me show my wife only one thing I have, so she won't know I have so many properties. There's no trust, there's no transparency. Now, what do you think will happen? Fast forward, this woman that discovers you're lying, and that's how some men have died, and their wives, their families have been pushed into penury. Because the man is hiding and putting his brothers and sisters as head of what he's doing. And his wife is not even privy to them. And of course, when he's dead or when he's even very sick, one of them won't even bring out 1 naira. So transparency strengthens relationships. It's good to say, this is what I have. This is what I can do. And then people will take you from there. But you can't be playing Jekyll and Hyde with people, hide and seek, and you expect them to trust you. Hello, it's not going to work that way. So people support leaders they respect. You need to garner respect from your leaders, from people who are following you. If they don't respect you, they cannot follow you. So how leaders gain buy-in? How can you gain a buy-in? Influence is earned, not demanded. Influence is earned, is not demanded. Gradually, you earn people. Your influence will be earned and not demanded. as you affect people's life, they begin to believe in you, they begin to come to you, and then that is how it goes. You need to learn to serve people genuinely. Genuine service of people helps you to actually influence them. When you serve them from your heart, serve them with love, they will know that this person cares about us, and that is how you can genuinely influence them. Communicate visions clearly. A leader that communicates the vision clearly will get followers that will follow him. But if you don't communicate your visions clearly, definitely people will not want to be on the bandwagon. And then you must lead by personal example. A leader must lead from the front and not from the back. As I said, you are not charging to war and telling people, go, go, and then you are at the back. Of course, at some point, they will get deflated. But when you are charging to war and you are in front, and you're telling your people, come, we are going, come, like Gandhi, that Maxwell used, Mahatma Gandhi. He was there, he was in the forefront of it all. He didn't tell his people to stay home, to be going, like he's coming. He was already there, and they came and met him there. So you must lead from the front. You must lead by example. You must demonstrate competence consistently. You need to learn to demonstrate competence consistently. Competence is like, consistency. You have to be consistent. It's not like integrity. You don't say, today I'll have integrity, tomorrow I will not have integrity. No, it doesn't work that way. Competence, consistently. Do what you know how to do and keep doing it. Don't do it because your boss is around. Don't do it because they let people say. Do it because it's a part and parcel of your person. Do it because it's a part and parcel of your person, and do it consistently. Now, the power of emotional connection. People follow leaders who understand them. People follow people that understand them. If you're a leader and people don't understand you, they will not follow you. So connection increases loyalty. When you connect with people, it increases their loyalty with you. So your empathy will strengthen teamwork. Empathy. Oh, how are you? Oh, you're not feeling well. Oh, say take 1 or 2 days off. Oh, what has happened? Is your mother not feeling? Empathy. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Don't just, do things without empathy. Please be sympathetic. Show empathy to your team. It will strengthen their teamwork. In the course of this book, I read of leaders who had so much empathy for their staff. One guy, I think it was Keller, he heard that one of his staff was sick. He just left the office and started going to the hospital to go and sit with that one for the whole of the day. And that strengthened his team so much. And the company is doing so well. So what is that? It shows that you are feeling the pain of the other person. Don't be a leader that is not empathic. Please show empathy. It's going to strengthen your team. Then you must listen to your people. Listening to them builds emotional trust. You don't just let it end on your lips. You listen to your staff. You listen to people around you. Even I tell some people, I said, even the small girls in your house, your children and people, learn to listen. Remember, the young shall grow. So listen to them. Listen more than you talk, so you can build emotional trust. Encouragement inspires. Encourage people, and then they'll become committed to you. Encouragement inspires commitment. When you encourage people working with you, that will inspire them to be more committed to whatever it is you are doing with them. So let's look at what destroys buy-in. What destroys the law of buy-in? Leadership mistakes that push people away. Lack of integrity, when you have not shown integrity as a leader. When you don't communicate properly, poor communication, definitely they will go. Inconsistent behavior, like I said about traveling to, but all of you are boarded the car and they say this car is going to worry. And then they say this is the driver of the car. And the driver of the car will just come and start walking around around the car. What will happen? You come out and jump and say, this man knows, thank God he has not moved the vehicle before he go and kill us. Right? Because he's looking like a confused person. How can you come and stand up entering the driver's seat to say, let us pray so we can start driving out? You will not start walking around the car. You walk left, you walk like you are. Everybody will start alighting from that vehicle quickly. That is how it is with leadership. So you must have what? inconsistent behavior. Your behavior cannot afford to be inconsistent. So, and self-centered leadership attitudes push people away. Self-centered leadership attitudes, I, me, and myself. It's only the people you like that will in position. It's only people you like that you work with. No, that is not good. You need to address that fact immediately. Then let us look at transition to the law of victory. For the law of victory, committed teams are built to win. Committed teams are built to win. In short, committed teams don't have a plan B. Plan A is we are going to win. Plan B is we are going to win. Plan C is there's no plan B and C. Plan A is we are going to win. So buy-in prepares teams for battle. When people buy into your vision, it prepares them for what? For battle. So you need to get them to buy in to be able to stand and win the battle with you. Unity strengthens performance. When you have unity with people, it's going to strengthen the performance of the team. So as a team, you must strive for unity in the team. You can't have a divided team. You can't have factions in the team. It's like in a house that you have a family, mother and daddy, and maybe four children, and then mother and dad, mommy and 2 children are on team A, one faction. Daddy and 2 other children are in another faction. That is madness. That is chaos waiting to be unleashed in that home. So you can't afford to have factions in your team. There must be unity. And great leaders create winning environments. Your duty is to create a winning environment, a stable environment for your team, for your staff. You don't have staff that will come to work and they are feeling scared to come to work. Your team, they can't talk, they're afraid, they think about coming for the meeting. Their morals get, just in the basement. No, that is not good. You must create a winning environment to help your people achieve. What tools do they need at work? What is lacking? What do we need to put in place to ensure that these people are going to win? Is the environment conducive? Right? I was reading about a story about a car assembly plant line. I think it was Henry Ford, yes. And he asked his people, what do you want us to do better for you on the shop floor? And they said, if we can get, on the assembly line to assemble cars, because they used to bend to fix everything. The workers told him, if you can get these things lifted up so we can stand to, do our work or even sit down, it will be easier for us. And he listened. And then what happened? They brought in the conveyor lines and everything. And then the staff became, they said their productivity, quadrupled or something like that, or 10 times more. They were able to become more productive. And then the health of the staff became better because many of them were not suffering from back pain and all that. So their health became better. And of course, what happened? He had a happier staff, and then productivity was much more improved. So you must create a winning enabling environment for your business to thrive. And vision must produce measurable results. This is your vision. Ensure that you work smartly so that it can produce measurable results. This is how we have done. It's going to be like a 5 years. In 1 year, we'll be here. In 2 years, we'll be here. In 3 years, we'll be here. In 5 years, we'll be here. Measurable. This is what we can do for this year. And by next year, we're going to expand to this and that. Leaders find a way, understanding the law of victory. Leaders find a way for the team to win. It's your own rule and it's your own vision to find the way for your team to win. Like the story that John Maxwell used in this section. He talks about Winston Churchill, how he kept thinking on how to help the team to ensure that his team will win the war against Hitler. Winning leaders refuse excuses. He refused all excuses. He spoke to the minds of the parliament for about 6 months or 6 years before finally, they went to war. So winning leaders refuse excuses. As a leader, I refuse excuses. I was talking to my team mate today, my staff, about I don't allowing anybody to put a lead on you, on what you can achieve. Don't allow anybody to, help you make excuses. Refuse it in life. Refuse any form of excuses that will dwarf what you can do. You can do more if you refuse a lead over your achievements. Then great leaders solve problems creatively. Find creative ways to solve problems. It's just like, when you go to the pharmacy now, you have chewy flavored sweet vitamins and supplements. It was a mother, I think she was a pharmacist. She was looking for a way to help make her child like taking medications. That was how the chewy lines came out. You just chew it, apple cider vinegar chewy, this chewy, and people will now like taking those medicines or those supplements. She was solving a problem. So refuse excuses and learn how to solve problems creatively. That is what we are called to do. Victory requires determination. So as a leader, you must be determined. You have obstacles. You have, just tell yourself, I am not quitting. I must win. I must get to the finish line. I don't have a plan B. This plan A must work. And leaders carry responsibility for results. So when you are successful, the leader carries the responsibility for results. So if it doesn't work, the leader has failed. If it works, the leader and every other team member has also excelled. So it's your responsibility to ensure that you get results in whatever you're doing. Slide 11, the mindset of winning leaders. Now let's look at the mindset of winning leaders. Victory begins in the mind. The Bible said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So winning leaders expect challenges. You must expect challenges as a leader. You can't stroll to a goal. Things will happen. Expect challenges on the way to your stardom, on the way to achieving your vision, on the way to your breakthrough. Challenges must come. So persistence separates leaders from quitters. When a leader has been persistent, then you will see that leader succeed. But when you quit, you can never claim victory. Quitters never claim victory. So decide that vision you have. Remember, as I said, everything around us, everything around you, your curtains, the iron the iron protector on your window, everything around you, the fan, the handkerchief in your pocket, everything, your wristwatch on your wrist, the earrings on everything around you has been someone's vision. And that person persisted, and that is why today you can comfortably say, yes, I am a partaker of this beautiful thing. They didn't allow any challenges they met on the way to stop them. They kept on it, and here they are today. And that is why you can sit on a chair. That is why you can hold a phone. That is why you can, operate a laptop. That is why you can drive a car. Nothing was here. Everything you saw, we meet here was made by someone. So what are you making? Hold on to your vision. Keep being persistent, and sooner or later, you are going to become successful. And persistence separates leaders from quitters. Never quit. Always tell yourself, I must get there. Positive thinking fuels resilience. Always fill yourself with positive thinking. Today, I was listening to Joe Austin. He said, the Bible said, this is the day the Lord have made. I'll rejoice and be glad in it. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. And every day we are given a bucket of joy. We are given a bucket of joy every day. Every day bets a new joy for us. So what are you going to do with the joy of today? Some people refuse to carry that bucket of joy. Some people just throw it away. So what do you want to do with today? Positive thinking fuels your resilience. At times it looks slow. At times it's as if nobody is believing in you. Believe in yourself. Keep seeing the vision. Keep looking at where you're going to. Keep taking one step in front of the other. And sooner or later, definitely you are going to get there. Then determination inspires teams forward. When you are determined and keep doing what you're doing, your teams will move forward. When you are determined and keep doing what you're doing, your team will move forward. Now, let's look at characteristics of winning teams. Strong teams produce strong results. So, strong teams produce strong results. Like the analysis he made of Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson in the book John Maxwell used, he was talking about them. And then any team that Michael Jordan, the basketballer, was added to, automatically they begin to do well. Even those who were not doing well, once he joined the team, they began to do well. What did he do? He stopped playing to win for himself alone. He started playing to ensure that whether he was in the game or not in the game, everybody is a winner. And that's what we are called to do. Ensure that every part of your team knows that they are drilled and are trained to win. That was the difference with Michael Jordan. So the team that was not doing well, he began to train them so they can do well. He saw each and every one of them as a leader. So even the days he doesn't come, his team still wins. And he said that is his greatest joy. His team winning should not be dependent on him alone. So whether people are there or not, whether you are there or not, your team should still win. So strong teams, strong vision creates alignment. When you have a strong vision, like you see everybody as a leader and you see everybody being part of what you're doing, it's going to create a strong alignment for that vision you are carrying. Why discipline increases effectiveness? When you are disciplined, it's going to increase your effectiveness. What is discipline? You must be disciplined. Tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do, and keep to it. It's just like an athlete. You can't say because my father was a boxer and then you want to go and wear your father's belt and get into the ring. Hello, maybe you get to have a handshake with a mortuary attendant quickly because of course you are not trained. You are not trained, so you can't go and take up what you can't even defend. So you must be disciplined to increase your effectiveness. Discipline to the actions you need to take, what you need to learn, what you need to read. It's like my pastor, Pastor David Biewen, will say that for every sermon he comes to preach, he reads about 30 books. My mouth kept open. He said he reads about 30 to 50 books before the Sunday service. Any service, minimum of 30 books. He goes through different books and gets ideas from them, and he's able to deliver to us. That shows somebody who is resilient, who is disciplined to be able to increase his effectiveness. Then accountability improves performance. When you are accountable, it improves your performance. Tell yourself, I will be here, I will do it, and then it's going to improve the performance of your team. Collaboration accelerates your growth. When you collaborate with other persons, it is going to accelerate growth. Don't do things alone. Like I said, delegation is already 60% done. So when you collaborate with, in one of his trainings, John Maxwell said something. He said that he surrounds himself with people who have strength in the areas of his weakness. We can all have strength. So that places I'm weak, somebody can be strong. So that person, I bring a leader in that my weakness, that area, and that person will put things together for me. So I think you should also do the same, so that your growth can be accelerated. Now, let's look at leadership during crisis. How do you lead during crisis? Real leaders rise under pressure. Like from the what we have read so far, Winston Churchill was rising under pressure. He never buckled. Eleanor Roosevelt never buckled under pressure. They came together and they were able to defeat Adolf Hitler. So leaders rise under pressure. They don't buckle. Difficult times reveal leadership quality. When there's difficult times, that is when you know who is the real leader. Some people, when they say they are leaders, but when there's difficulty, they will just disappear and then put everything on the shoulder and looking for who to blame. No, difficult times will show you up you show up the quality of leadership in you. Why calm leaders stabilize teams? You need to learn how to be calm. It can't be erupting like this thing, every time you're angry, like a geyser, you're angry, hot geyser, you're bubbling, and everywhere is No, you need to learn to be calm as a leader to stabilize your teams. If you're not a calm leader, your team will not produce. Your team will become afraid to come to work. Your vision gives hope during uncertainty. The vision you carry as a leader will give hope to your team members during the times of uncertainty. The times of uncertainty will surely come. But your vision gives hope during uncertainty. and that will make them to stay. But if you don't have a clear vision, a defined vision that doesn't, and you don't give them hope, they will all disappear. Courage inspires confidence. Encourage people working with you so that will inspire their confidence. Let's look at strategy and execution. Victory requires planning and action. Before you can become victorious, you need to plan and you need to take action. So winning leaders prepare intentionally, not like climbing a staircase or climbing a rock. You want to go to Mount Everest and you don't want to prepare to learn how to climb. Hello? So winning leaders prepare intentionally. You need to intentionally prepare for the journey, intentionally prepare for the business you want to get into. And then clear goals improve your focus. Your clear goals, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? How fast do I want to get there? You need to have clear, defined goals to improve your focus. And execution matters more than intention. Like I was telling my friend Nkechi, when she was talking about she wants to start up a YouTube video channel. She's gonna got somebody to talk with about editing, about this. I told her, my dear, execution matters more than intention. All these things you're doing going to incur cost while you're not even started. I said, this is something you can do by yourself. Yes, I know some of my videos are not well edited, but at least I'm executing. Because I could say, oh, let me finish this video. I'm going to get to it. My dear, hello. Maybe for the next 1 week, I won't get there. So I'll just do it. They say, just do it the way you can and just post it. And then sooner or later, you get better. So I execute. It might not be studio perfect, but at least I've done something. You can start waiting for when you're going to get to studio perfect. And for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, your vision remains dormant. So do it and do it immediately. Do it not too perfect, but let it be that you have done it. And then gradually you begin to fine-tune things. Consistency produces long-term success. When you are consistent, you are going to produce long-term success. I was reading someone's email, subscribed to her email. I think what's her name, Louisa Show, yeah. So she was saying that when she started posting on YouTube, she said to do like 5-6 minutes videos. She'll just sit in front of her camera, she'll just do it and post it. But she said that every week she must post, and she did that consistently for 3 years. And then when she began to get some money and all that, she began to look for people that are going to work with her, and that was how she grew. So the main thing is that she executed, she began to take consistent steps, and then long-term success was sure. So where you find yourself, please begin to take steps immediately. And look at overcoming obstacles. Challenges are part of the journey. Every victory faces resistance. So overcoming obstacles, know that challenges are part of the journey. Just like a woman getting pregnant, there are going to be challenges along the way for the pregnancy. So likewise, your vision is like pregnancy. Know that every victory faces resistance. So you are going to face resistance, but tell yourself you are not going to quit. And failure can become feedback. When you fail, you go back to the drawing board. When you fail, you go back to the drawing board. That is how things are made. There's nothing you see here today that has even gotten to its finished state. No. Everybody is working towards a perfect time and a perfect thing. So we keep working. Adaptability increases your survival. When you get to adapt to situations and circumstances, it shows that you can survive long term. And persistence produces breakthroughs. When your persistence is going to produce breakthroughs for you. Now let's look at the connection between buy-in and victory. Teams win faster when they believe in the leader. As a leader, ensure your team believes in you. Trust improves team performance. Let them trust you and trust one another, and the team can perform better. Buy-in increases productivity. When people buy into your vision, then your vision is going to be productive. Unified teams overcome challenges faster. Unified teams overcome challenges faster. So you don't do it alone, you do it with your team, and all hands on deck you are going to get faster results. And belief fuels your collective success. When everybody believes in the vision, it's going to fuel your collective success as a team. Now let's look at some biblical and real-life leadership examples. Leadership lessons from great leaders. 1. Moses gained buy-in before leading Israel. The people bought into Moses, believed in Moses, and then before he could lead them, he was already talking to them, won their hearts before he led them. That's from the Bible. Nehemiah also inspired people to rebuild in the Bible. Nehemiah was able to inspire people because they already, believed in him. And so he was able to, they bought into his vision when he brought it forward. Nelson Mandela united people through vision. He united people through vision. Despite spending 27 years in jail, he still came out through that his vision and became the first democratic leader of South Africa. Winning leaders inspire hope in difficult seasons. A winning leader will inspire hope in difficult seasons. It won't make the people hopeless. It will give them hope. It will encourage them. A winning leader will make people hope that the difficult season will be over. It's just like Peter Obi here in Nigeria, a politician. People love him so much because he inspires hope in the people he wants to lead. Sorry. So let's look at how to practical ways on how to apply these laws daily. Build trust intentionally. You need to build trust intentionally. It's not something you just leave to chance. Trust needs to be built intentionally. Communicate vision consistently. It's not something you communicate to once. Like my staff, I say every day we come here, talk about what we do. Or say it again. Because you can be called on to go and give a presentation at the government house. So will you get there and be saying, Madam is not around? Don't you get your salary and your rewards? So we must learn to take charge of the vision. So you are here now and you must be part of the vision. You must be able to, speak it, own it as yours, because this is what you're doing right now. Communicate vision consistently among your team so that people will know that are all on the same page. Develop a winning mindset. Everybody around you must have a winning mindset. Never say no. Develop a winning mindset and lead with courage and integrity. Encourage everybody to lead. You must lead with courage and integrity, and your supervisors in their own ways must also lead with courage and integrity. Now, we want you to become the leader people believe in. I want you to work towards becoming a leader people believe in. And what will happen? Leadership starts with personal growth. Read a book. Grow yourself as a leader. Don't remain the way you were 10 years ago. A leader these days, please add value to yourself. Keep adding value to yourself. Don't let yourself go to seed. You must learn to add value to yourself. Personal growth. Read a book. Stop watching television from morning till night on YouTube, laughing from morning till night. Read something. Personal development is key. Learn a skill. Learn how to play a game or something. Start with personal growth. Your influence can transform lives. The influence you are going to wield today or tomorrow can transform the lives of so many persons. Winning leaders lift others upwards. As a winning leader, you must learn to lift up other people upwards and not bring them down. The future belongs to courageous leaders. The future belongs to courageous leaders. So you have to decide to become a courageous leader. So in conclusion, I want you to choose change. Lead to inspire and lead to win. Lead to inspire and lead to win. Remember that as a leader, there's no plan B. Plan A is that I am going on to victory. That is what it is. So inspire your people to lead them to win. People are waiting for authentic leadership. And when the authentic leader appears, people will begin to, things begin to change for the better. Your consistency will determine your influence. How consistent you are is going to determine how influential you are going to be as a leader. Winning begins when leaders refuse to quit. Remember, you cannot quit. Refuse to quit under your vision. Refuse to quit under your dream. Winning begins when leaders refuse to what? to quit. And great leaders create lasting impact. Refuse to quit. Refuse to quit. Decide you must never quit. Keep at it. And sooner or later, you are going to have lasting impact as a leader. So, finally, I want you to join Fundquarters leadership community, and you can register to be part of us. And there's our website displayed, fundquarters.biz/register.php. You can register to be part of our community that also funds your business growth needs. Attend our next empowered session, and then share one key insight from today's class in the group, and commit to building international leadership relationships as you grow in your leadership journey. Remember, leaders are made, they are not born. So you have to decide yourself to be a leader. Grow every day, read every day, be intentional, be consistent, show up, be visible, and then we'll see you at the top. Thank you for being part of this class. That's myself, Dr. Hello, welcome to Fundquarters Business School. My name is Dr. Matilda Nwukor, and welcome to our empowered leadership series. And today we're talking about the law of buy-in and the law of victory. We're talking about the law of buy-in, the laws 14 and 15, the law of buy-in and the law of victory. So, and using the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell for this training. So, please, if you have not checked the past trainings, you do well to refer to them, to listen to the trainings, to be able to use them for your business growth needs. So today we're going to be looking at, as I said, the law of buy-in and the law of victory. People don't first buy the vision, they buy the leader. As a leader, people need to buy you first before the vision you want to share with them. So you need to position yourself to be able to buy for those your followers to buy you first before they can buy the vision you are trying to profile to them. So leadership is not only about leading people. Great leaders inspire belief before action. So it's not just about leading the people. You need to inspire belief in those your followers before they can take action. Winning leaders refuse to accept defeat. A leader that wins never accepts defeat. They don't have a plan B. Every leader does not have any leader that wants to win shuts off every other door and focus on winning, because once you begin to entertain the thoughts of having a plan B in your heart, then you find out at the end of the day you won't give your best, and then you might end up losing. True influence produces committed followers. As a leader, your true influence will show by the commitment of your followers. Just like in the law of buying, John Maxwell explained that Mahatma Gandhi, the people believed in him and they followed him. Even when they were being mowed down by the British soldiers, they stood their ground. They said violence without he talked about non-violence in getting victory. You don't need to be violent to get victory, but when you are not cooperating and you're just quiet and looking, at the end of the day you are going to get victory. And people believed in him and followed him massively, and they got victory from the British. So, introduction. Trust always comes before commitment. People will trust you before they commit to you. It's just like a marriage relationship. You have to win the person's heart. You have to make the person you want to get married to trust you. You can't marry somebody that you have not won their trust. You have to win somebody's trust first before you can say, yes, this person, I want to marry this person. Likewise, that is how it is in business. You can't win the trust of your staff, the trust of your followers, without, first of all, winning their trust, winning their heart. their belief system before you can now profile the vision you have for them. So trust always comes before commitment. People follow conviction, not confusion. You need to convince people of the vision. You convince them. When you have convinced them, then that you can now win them. You can't win them when they are confused. You as a leader, you need to show that you know what you're doing, you know where you're going to. That is what will make people to follow you. When a leader is acting confused, it's just like maybe you get to the park, you're traveling and you want to get into a bus that is traveling, and then the driver will come. They say, this is the driver of this vehicle, and the driver will start walking around the vehicle. He's not opening the car to sit down. He will walk around, he will go around again, he will walk around, he will go around again. Everybody will like call it confused. Say, this driver doesn't know what he's doing. Even those who are already inside the bus will come down because this man that is behaving this way, he doesn't have a mental health problem. But let us not come and sit in this car and go and meet our Waterloo. No. So people need they will follow those who are convinced of their dreams and their vision, not those who are confused. Leadership credibility determines team loyalty. When a leader is credible, then the team can be loyal. When the leader is credible, he's on point, he's on time, he's there, rain in, rain out, he's always on time, he's there, he's talking about the same thing time and time again, people will begin to become loyal to him. People want to move with a leader that is credible, that does what he says he will do, shows up when he's supposed to show up, not leading from the back, not telling people, go, hey, move, hey, go, and then where is the leader? You're not hearing you're hearing his voice, you're not seeing him. You need to lead from the front. You need to be proactive about the leadership you're professing. So victory begins when people believe in you. When people begin to believe in you and your vision, victory will begin. Like in the book, it talked about a lady who was in Silicon Valley, an engineer who invented a software, and immediately she got her first entrepreneurs, investors that bought into her first company. That's the second company. Overnight, she got funding for that one overnight because she has already proved herself. She has already proved that her ideas work. So immediately people heard that there's a software, she has created another software company. People were throwing money at them. She said overnight she got $5 million for what she wanted to do because already she has proven herself, and so people believed in whatever it is she was about to do. Why these two laws matter? Buy-in creates commitment. Buy-in creates commitment. Victory creates momentum. When people buy into your vision, there is commitment, and victory will create momentum. When you begin to become victorious in what you're doing, you are going to have momentum. So teams cannot win without unity. Your team must be united. You can't have team A. Okay, all of us have one vision. We want to get to, let's say, Lagos, Nigeria. And the vision is that we are going to move as a team to get there. And then team A, we're not accepting to team A and B. Team A and B wants to head towards Aba. Team B and C wants to head towards Bonny. Of course, none of us will get there. So we need to work as a team. We need to have a vision to move in unity. Likewise, in a home, the husband cannot want this, the wife wants another one. Everybody, the whole thing is not going to work. Two cannot work together except they be in agreement. That's what the Bible says. So you need, likewise in your office, likewise in your home, you need to work together to be able to get the results you're looking for. Vision without belief dies quickly. You have the vision. You are the fire starter of your vision. You need to believe in your vision. You need to believe in what you're saying. So when you believe deeply in your vision, then your vision cannot die. People can be telling you, this thing will it work? Yes, it will work. You'll be emphatic. You are believing in that vision. You are seeing that vision. You know that this vision, you cannot go wrong. So vision without belief dies quickly. So as a leader, do you have belief in what? Some people let people talk down at them, douse the fire of their vision. No. If you have a vision, be like a house on fire. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep putting your feet forward, and sooner or later, your vision will come to pass. Don't let people kill your vision. Don't let people throw water on your vision, on your fire. No. Don't allow them to do that. Everything around us today was born from somebody's vision. The clothes you're wearing is somebody's vision. The glasses you're wearing is somebody's vision. The artificial teeth in your mouth is somebody's vision. Imagine what will happen if somebody didn't follow up with that vision of artificial teeth. How will people be saying hello? Hello and good morning. It will be terrifying. Right? The wig on somebody's head today is somebody's vision. You should look around you wherever you're sitting. The chair you're sitting on is somebody's vision. It was wood before. It was in the forest. But somebody felt that I can get something out of it. That was somebody's vision. I went to a seminar in South Africa, and the man said something that the Bible said was clear, that the earth was created and the world was without form and void. And they said, let there be light. And light came. After that, let there be living things and trees and all. There was nothing here. We came empty. A man was born. A man was given the power to have vision. And didn't see the trees as trees. He saw chairs in those trees. He saw tables on those trees. What of the broken the bottles we use for a mineral, for Coca-Cola? It's sand. It's silica. It's a form of sand. And somebody saw the vision inside it and then tried to make glass cups, crockery. So it is a vision. It didn't mean that people didn't tell them it's not going to work. People, naysayers, they also encountered naysayers, but they didn't allow their vision to die. What of the airplane? You heard the story of the Wright brothers who decided that planes can fly. Their father that was a bishop even disowned them publicly. How can they heresy? How can they say planes can fly, one bit can fly in the air? It was their vision. They didn't allow anybody to rain on their parade. Everything you're looking at, the pen you're holding in your hand was somebody's vision. And it's still somebody's vision. The telephone you're using to make call is somebody's vision. So what is your vision? Don't allow somebody kill your vision. Don't allow your vision to die. Don't allow your vision to die. Be happy, be committed, be excited about your vision. Keep saying it, keep doing it, keep believing it, and people will come to help give life to your vision. And then as a leader, leaders must inspire confidence during challenges. There will be challenges. There will be challenges in carrying out that vision. It's like the case he explained about Winston Churchill and the war with Hitler. He had to inspire, vision. He had to inspire confidence during the challenges and telling the British soldiers, we are going to win this war. We are going to win this war. He kept inspiring them. And that was what made them win the war. So as a leader in your field, are you inspiring the people around you? Are you inspired yourself that you're going to, get this flying, get this off the ground? That is your work as a visionary. Inspire confidence during challenges. People will get disillusioned. People will get unhappy. Get them to buy into the vision. Inspire them. After now, what next? Winning cultures are built intentionally. Any culture that wins is not an overnight thing. It's intentional. Like the other day, I was talking with my friend, Dr. BC. She said, Maxi, that when she wants to go upstairs to her bedroom, that she climbs that staircase determinedly and comes down intentionally. She carefully climbs that staircase, determinedly climbs the staircase and comes down intentionally. When she's coming down, she checks where she puts her leg. That is how it is with your vision. Winning cultures are built intentionally. You don't want to climb Mount Everest and just want to stroll to the goal. You don't stroll to a goal. You are intentional about your climbing. You are determined and inspired by your climbing. And when you're coming down, you have to be intentional about coming down. Some have fallen to their deaths coming down. Yes, they've fallen to Mount Everest. But then, unfortunately, let that person come in. Unfortunately, they have died coming down. So what do you have to say?